Good evening, everyone. How's it going? Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late. I had to quickly get home. I ran into some traffic on the way home. But good evening, everyone. It is a Thursday evening here in Tokyo, and it's getting cold. I hope everyone is staying warm. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a good Thursday or whatever day it is over where you are. It was a good day today over here. I had a good day. It was a fun day. And today we're going to have a fun lesson. If you read the description of the lesson, you can see that today we're going to be looking at the difference between so and because. So and because. So it's a good lesson to understand. It's a good grammar lesson that will help you become more fluent. XYZ, good evening. How are you today? I hope you're doing really well. Thank you for joining as always. It's great to have you here. And let's get the lesson up so everybody can see what we'll be studying here. Yeah, 1 second while I find my lesson. There it is. Now I'm going to share it on the screen. As always, if you've joined my lessons before, you know that I'll put my lesson on the screen so everybody can see the same thing. If you want a copy of this lesson, you can always just ask and I will give you the lesson. But you need to send me an email so I can get your email address and I can send it to you. So some people have asked, and some people have sent their emails as well. Some people they've asked, but they haven't sent the email yet. Those who have sent the email, I've sent them copies of the lesson. As you can see today, we're going to be looking at so versus because. And I'll wait a little bit because I know some people are going to be joining. Some people could have been waiting to join because I started a little bit late. So I will let everyone have some time to join the lesson. And if you have joined me right now, make sure you say hello. Let me know where you are, or if you're in Japan, or if you're in Asia somewhere, or Europe, or if you're in North America, South America, Africa, India. Let me know where you're watching from. And I'm just going to put one more post onto my community website on Facebook, letting people know we have started. So just bear with me for 1 second. Okay. There we go. I've just posted on the community site, so people should get the message and we can start. So today, like I said, we're going to be looking at so versus because, and that is the main thing. A lot of people confuse these two words. We will use them kind of in the opposite way. So for example, I should use so, but I use because, or I should use because and I use so. It is sometimes a little bit confusing for people to know, but I think after today's lesson, you will be fine. You'll understand how to use it. It's not that difficult. And the great thing about this lesson is so and because when we use them correctly, both sentences will have the same meaning. All right, so and because if we make correct sentences, the meaning of the sentence will be the same. Karina, how are you today? Good morning. How are you? Is it morning where you are? That's great. I hope you're having a great morning. And I hope you're having a great day so far as well. Supergirl, good evening. How are you today? How was your day? So let's sort of get started, and people who join a little late, I'll review the grammar and we'll go over the grammar. We're only going to be looking at so and because, so it's not going to be too complicated. So the people who join late, quickly let people know what we're doing. And anybody who's watching on the replay as well, there's going to be some exercises and kind of situational training at the halfway point of this lesson. So we'll go over the grammar. After we go over the grammar, we'll practice some simple exercises using so and because. And then eventually we're going to get into some situational training. That means I will give you a situation and you must make a sentence using so and because. But let's go over what these words mean first. And we're going to go with so first. Now, when we use the word so, after so, we're always going to add a result. So plus the result. Now, this result is going to be the result of the previous action. So whenever we use so, or if we use because, we will always have two different clauses. Now, I'm just going to say two sentences. They're not sentences, but two ideas. And we're going to join them using so and because. Now, so is always followed by the result of the previous action. So to better understand that, let's look at the first example here. Now, we've got an example and it says, I'm very tired. I'm very tired. So this is one action. I'm going to bed is another action. Now, as I said, we're going to have so plus the result. So here, so the result is I'm going to bed. And this result is because of this previous action. So I'm tired. I'm tired. So what is the result of this? The result is I am going to bed. All right, let's look at another example. We've got the movie was boring and I left. So I left is my result. It's my result. What was the cause? What was the reason for leaving? The movie was boring. The movie was boring. So is always followed by the result of the previous action. Let's go over one more example. It says, I will be late for my meeting. I'll be late for my meeting. I'll call my boss to let him know. I'll call my boss to let him know. So calling my boss is the result. And this is the result of the previous action. The previous action says, I'll be late for the meeting. Now, if I know that I will be late, then the result is, I must call my boss. I must tell my boss, listen, I will be late. So is always followed by that result. Now, if we look at because is different, because is going to be followed by the reason, the cause of the previous action. So if we look at our first example, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. So Because is going to be followed by the cause. Why? Why am I going to bed? Why am I going to bed? I'm tired. So because is always going to answer the why, the reason or the cause. Okay. I left the movie. What was the cause? Why did I leave the movie? It was very boring. I'm going to call my boss. Why? Why are you going to call your boss? Because I'll be late. The cause of the telephone call, the reason for the telephone call is I will be late. I must tell my boss, I'm sorry, I'll be late. Now, if we look at that very first example, before we do that, YFS, hello, good evening. How are you today? Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoy today's lesson. Today is so and because. Now, let me turn this banner off and let's look at the very first sentence here. The very first example, first one I said, I'm very tired, so I'm going to bed. The other example using because, it's I'm going to bed because I'm very tired. Now, this sentence and this sentence, the meaning is the same. It has the same meaning. So if you want to use so, that's great. If you want to use because, that's great. They both have the same meaning. But if you notice the sentences, the clause, the phrases, we switch them. We're going to switch them. All right, so if we look, I'll separate this a bit here. We've got I'm very tired and I'm going to bed. They're completely opposite. So they have the same meaning. The sentence will have the same meaning. So it's your choice which to use, but just be careful. Remember, so is going to introduce the result. Because is going to introduce the reason or the cause. So let's practice this. Let's see if you can get this correct. Let's see if you understand the grammar. Exercise C, on the left side, we have half of a sentence. On the right side, we have the second half of the sentence. We must match the left side and the right side. And we must put so or because in the middle. For example, I'll do number one. I'll do number one for you. And then after that, you can do the rest of them. So number one says, we aren't swimming. We aren't swimming. So I have to match the right side here. So maybe for me, I will say the water isn't clean. The water isn't clean. So I think that I can match these two sentences together. And if I make a sentence, maybe my sentence would be, we aren't swimming because the water isn't clean. We aren't swimming because the water isn't clean. So we've got the result is here. We've got the cause is here. So my sentence would be, we aren't swimming because the water isn't clean. Okay, so what I want you to do is match the left side with the right side and choose so or because to join the sentences, and leave your answer in the comments section. So we are going to do number two. Number two, it is very hot. Now, please choose the end of this sentence. And if you don't want to type everything, you could put an answer. For example, my first example, I could put 1B, and then if you wanted, you could put an answer like this: 1 and B and because. This will make it much easier for you to type your answers. So there you go. Supergirl did that, but then you made a whole sentence as well. So Supergirl, your answer for number two is 2 and F. All right, it is very hot. And then you use so I will open the window. Okay, Karina, you can't see the page. What can you see right now? How far can you see? Are you guys able to see all? We're going to go 1 to 6 and A to F. That will be the total. I can make it a little smaller. Maybe that would help. But then it's going to be hard to read. How about that? I can make it bigger as well. Is this all fitting on the page? So we've got 1 through 6, A through F. Let me know, whoever's on live right now, let me know if you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then A to F. So YFS you can see, yeah? Karina, can you see? Let me know if you can see, okay? We do have some answers for number 2. YFS said 2 and F. It is very hot, so I will open the window. XYZ says 2 and F, but because it is very hot, because I will open the window. So the correct answer here is YFS's answer, 2 and F. And we're going to use so. We're going to use so because I will open the window is the result. This is what I will do. Why will I do it? What's the cause? It's very hot. It's very hot. All right, so XYZ, you can see on your laptop. Okay, is anybody watching on a tablet or on a phone? If so, let me know if you can see it on a phone and a tablet. And Karina, let me know what you can see. So number 2, I'm just going to put a line here to keep everyone. All right, so we've got 2 and F. And this is using so to join it. Okay, so YFS says, when I open the chat, I can only see until 5 and E, but when I close the chat, I can see them all. What if I made the screen? I think if I zoom out, the letters might be a little too small. Hopefully that works, but that's a good tip. Okay, Karina, you can see. Perfect. Good. Okay, then let's try number 3. The water isn't clean. The water isn't clean. What is the second part of this sentence? The water isn't clean. Okay, here's a good tip by YFS as well. If you use your cell phone horizontally, then you can see the chat becomes on the right side and you can see all of it. Perfect. That's a good tip. So maybe flip the phone horizontally and we can see everything. All right. Number 3, the water isn't clean. The water isn't clean. All right. YFS says 3 and E. And so XYZ says 3 and E. And so that is perfect. That is perfect. So the water isn't clean. So we aren't swimming. The water isn't clean. So we aren't swimming. Very good. Yeah, nobody wants to swim in dirty water. So the water isn't clean, so we aren't swimming. All right, number 4. What is your answer for number 4? Supergirl with the full answer here. The water isn't clean, so we aren't swimming. Perfect. All right, next one. Lisa is hungry. Lisa is hungry. Lisa is hungry. So we've got A, C, and D, which are remaining. YFS has an answer, 4 plus C, and because. So Lisa is hungry because she didn't have breakfast. Does anybody have a different answer? XYZ, same answer. And that is correct. Lisa is hungry because she didn't have breakfast. Very good. She didn't have breakfast is the cause. That's why she's hungry. Karina, 4 and C, perfect. Supergirl, 4 and C, perfect. All right, what about number 5? They like films. They like films. And Supergirl has an answer. They like films, and you got A as well, and you're using so. XYZ also 5 and A, and so. All right, that is perfect. Perfect. So they like films. YFS, also 5A. And so, perfect. Yes, that's correct. So they like films, so they often go to the cinema. That is the result. The result is they go to the cinema. What's the cause? The cause is the reason is they like films. And so number six, we know it's going to be 6 and D. 6 and D. How will we join these two? I'll open the window, and then it is very hot. What will we join it with? So YFS, 6D and because, Supergirl 6D and because. Perfect. I'll open the window because it is very hot. Okay. Now remember, all of these, if you switch the order, you switch the two, then we just change the conjunction. It goes from, if you use so, then it becomes because. If you use because, then it becomes so. XYZ, yes, perfect. HS, hello, how are you today? I hope you're having a great day. XYZ, because, yes, you corrected your typo. Nice. So, like I said, so if I've got, we'll just make it, can everybody see the screen, I hope? We've got the word so. We've got the word so, and we've got the word because. Now let's do the last one. So we've got I will open the window. And we were using because here. And what was the cause? What was the reason for opening the window? It is very hot. All right, so we've got this sentence. I will open the window because it is very hot. Now, remember, we can make the same sentence. We just switch the order. So I can put it is very hot at the beginning, and I will open the window at the end. It is very hot, so I will open the window. It's the same meaning. I will open the window because it's very hot. All right, so it's quite useful grammar. It's quite, convenient because it has the same meaning. You just have to change the order. So your job is to know the result and what is the cause. So if we look here, it's very hot is a cause. And opening the window is the result. So after so, we put a result. Now, I will open the window. It is very hot. After because, we need a cause. Okay, so quite useful grammar because you just switch them. All right, does that make sense to everyone? All right, again, so two words, so and because, we just join them by switching the order. So let's continue. Let's look at the next exercise. The next exercise here, you have to choose so or because. You have to choose so or because. So for example, number 1 says, Nancy decided to quit school, something she was failing every class. Nancy decided to quit school, something she was failing every class. All right, YFS is good to go. Perfect YFS, nice. So remember, so will be followed by a result, because is followed by the reason or the cause. So number one, which one will you choose? Will you choose so or because? Supergirl has answered because Nancy decided to quit school. That is her result. What was the cause of quitting school? What is the reason? She was failing every class. Perfect. Because. Excellent. YFS. Perfect as well. Supergirl. Perfect. XYZ. Because. Excellent. So the answer here we're going to put is because. All right. Let's look at number 2. I lost my job. Karina, because for number 1. Perfect. Well done. Teresa, hello. How are you today? Good evening. I hope you're having a great day. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're joining us. So, Teresa, we're doing the difference between so and because. So and because. Because is going to be followed by the cause or the reason. So is followed by the result. So number 2 says, I lost my job. Something. I decided to return to school for an MBA. Supergirl, so. YFS, so. XYZ, so. Perfect. So is the correct answer here. So is going to be followed by, as I said, the result. So it's the result of the previous action. The previous action is I lost my job. So what's the result? I decided to return to school for an MBA, a Master's of Business Administration. Okay, let's move on here. Let's look at number 3. This is, again, this exercise now, we're just trying to understand, do I use so and do I use because? The next exercise will be a little bit more difficult because you must make some sentences. But right now, let's try to practice which to use, so or because. Number 3, I used to live in France when, actually, so what's, no when there, sorry. Spelling mistake, grammar mistake by me. I used to live in France as a child. My dad worked there. My dad worked there. Number 3, Teresa, because. Perfect. Karina, because. Perfect. Supergirl, because. XYZ, because. YFS, because. Everybody, perfect. Well done. Well done. All right, let's look at number 4. Number 4 says, Laura wanted to become a singer. Then something, she joined a band. Laura wanted to become a singer. Something, she joined a band. All right, XYZ with so. Karina with so. Supergirl with so. Perfect. Yeah. The result is she joined a band. What was the cause, Teresa? So the cause was she wanted to become a singer. That was the reason. Perfect. All right, let's do, I think everyone is getting this. I think everyone has the hang of it. Let's do one more, and then we'll move to a more difficult exercise. So let's move this circle all the way down here because we're going to be doing number 5. I felt so sick last weekend. Something, I didn't leave the house even once. All right, XYZ has an answer here. So I felt so sick last weekend, so I didn't leave the house even once. YFS is also with so. Supergirl's also with so. Karina also so, and Teresa also so. Perfect. Yeah, all of you, perfect answer. Okay, so this looks like it's easy. All right, I'm very happy that you guys got the idea, but let's step it up a little bit. Let's start making this a little bit more difficult. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of other questions here, 6, 7, 8, 9. And actually, let's do two more. Not for the grammar, but just for vocabulary. Just for vocabulary. Let's do number 6 first, and then we're going to do number 9 after. But let's do 6 first. Okay. Phil flew back to Australia. Something, his brother got engaged. Phil flew back to Australia. Something, his brother got engaged. Supergirl has the answer because. Teresa's also with because. XYZ because. Perfect. What does engaged mean? What does engaged mean? YFS because. Very good. Karina because. Perfect. What does this mean right here? Engaged. All right, XYZ has an answer for that. Promise to get married. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly. So when two people promise to get married, then we can say they are engaged or they got engaged. Now, if you are engaged, what do you call the other person? For example, if you are married, you would call the other person your husband or your wife, or maybe even your partner. What about if you're engaged? What do we call the other person? And this is just vocabulary we're going to practice here a little bit. What do you call a person when you are engaged to them? You're not married yet. Teresa, fiance. Perfect. Yes. So if you are engaged, then the other person is your fiance. Excellent. All right. So that's a good vocabulary word to know there. Also, okay, Supergirl, future bride, future groom, not bloom, but groom, GROM. Yeah, you could say that, future groom, future bride, but the easiest one is just to say fiance. All right, let's do one more here, because I just want to go over vocabulary, for vocabulary here. Supergirl's laughing. Okay, number 9 says the drought worsened. Something, Hollywood had a charity benefit. The drought worsened. Something, Hollywood had a charity benefit. First, what does drought mean? Does anybody know what that means? What's a drought? What does that word mean? So there you go. Supergirl's actually asking the question. What is drought? Does anybody know what a drought is? A drought is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's a very serious thing. It happens in many, many countries. It often happens in Australia. It happens in California as well in places. So XYZ, dry weather, trees are dry. Yeah, but so dry because it doesn't rain. So a drought, it's not only dry weather, but it means there is a lack of water. There is a lack of water. You know, our land, we need water for the land to survive and be, you know, prosperous. So when there's no water, land, plants, vegetables, everything dies. So a lack of water is what a drought is. And this sentence says the drought worsened, so it became worse. Hollywood means, you know, celebrities, actors, actresses. They had a charity benefit. A charity benefit is an event to try to raise and get money for the area that has a drought. So will you use so or because? YFS has so the drought worsened, so Hollywood had a charity benefit. XYZ, so perfect. Perfect. So Karina, yeah, a period of dry weather. Perfect. Yeah, that's what a drought is. Droughts are terrible. My hometown in Canada sometimes has a drought. Okay, great job. So let's move to more difficult exercises. So in the next exercise, I will give you 2 sentences. And I will also give you the word so or because. And you have to join the 2 sentences using that conjunction, so or because. So I want to go to the gym. I want to lose weight. And here I joined it using because. I want to go to the gym because I want to lose weight. So we'll do a few of these, and then we're going to go to an even more difficult exercise. So number one says, my younger brother wanted to travel to South America. Second sentence is, my younger brother worked all summer. Please join these 2 sentences using because. All right, so you're going to do number 1. Please join these 2 sentences and use the word because. So Supergirl has an answer. My younger brother worked all summer because he wanted to travel to South America. Perfect. So we're going to put the bottom sentence first, top sentence second, join it with because. All right, well done, Supergirl. Giro, good morning. Good morning to you. It's a good evening over here in Tokyo, but good morning to you. I hope you're having a great morning. I'm glad that you have joined. XYZ, my younger brother worked all summer because he wanted to travel to South America. Perfect. Okay. Now let's do number 2. Number 2, we have to join. You have to use I joined a gym and my doctor told me to exercise more. Please join this using so. Please join it using so. Wife is for the previous one. My younger brother worked all summer because he wanted to travel to South America. Perfect. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you follow. I'm glad that you're joining. I still want to hear so much about Haiti. Yeah, so I'll probably be asking you a lot of questions. Supergirl has an answer. My doctor told me to exercise more, so I joined a gym. Good. My doctor told me to exercise more, so I joined a gym. So I joined a gym is the result. What is the result? It's the result of the previous action, the reason, the cause. The cause was my doctor told me to exercise. So my doc told me to exercise more, so I joined a gym from XYZ. Perfect. All right, good job, everyone. Well done. And if you're typing on something like a tablet or a smartphone, I know it takes time to type. So I will definitely wait before I move to the next one. YFS says, my doctor told me to exercise more, so I joined the gym. Perfect. Teresa, my doctor told me to exercise more, so I joined a gym. Perfect. Okay, so if you remember, if there sometimes is like a time lag between when I'm speaking and when you get to hear what I'm saying. So if you do put your answer in, that's great. I will always go back and make sure your answer is correct. What about number 3? Number 3. Everyone should recycle as much as possible. Global warming is a serious problem. Please use so to join these two sentences. Please use so to join these two sentences. And for the people who are watching on replay and can't find the chat, I'll put the answer for number 2 on the screen. My doctor told me to exercise, so I joined a gym. All right, so number 3, please join the two sentences using so. We got everyone should recycle as much as possible, which is true. I think we should all try to recycle. And global warming is a serious problem. Let's join these two using so. Only using so. We got Supergirl with the first answer here. So global warming is a serious problem. So everyone should recycle as much as possible. That is perfect. YFS also, global warming is a serious problem. So everyone should recycle as much as possible. Perfect. Very good. All right. So here, the action, the result is everyone should recycle. We should be recycling as much as possible. What's the cause of this? Cause is global warming is a serious problem. Okay, well done. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 says the price of oil has risen. The second clause, the second phrase, second sentence is air travel has become quite expensive. The price of oil has risen. The air travel has become quite expensive. All right, how do we join these two sentences? We're going to join it using because. So the price of oil has risen. Air travel has become quite expensive. And this is true. Oil has become very expensive. So if you want to travel, it has become quite expensive. All right, what is your answer for this? Here we got Supergirl with air travel has become quite expensive because the price of oil has risen. Very good. XOZ is answering the previous one. Global warming is a serious problem, so everyone should recycle as much as possible. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so Supergirl's answer for number 4 was air travel has become quite expensive because the price of oil has risen. It has gone up. If you want to know, what does quite mean? What does quite mean? It means, very, wholly, absolutely. All right, Juro has an answer here. Air travel has become quite expensive because the price of oil has risen. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's see. YFS air travel has become quite expensive because the price of oil has risen. And XYZ air travel has become quite expensive because the price of oil has risen. Perfect. Okay. So again, we're just joining two sentences using so and because. Now, I want to challenge you more. So to challenge you more, let's do number 5. Number 5, I'm going to challenge you. You can choose how to join the sentence. You can choose how to join the sentence. You can use so or you can use because. And we will do, for this one, we'll do number 5 and 6. And then after that, we're going to move to the next section, which will be even more difficult than this one. This one, I think everybody is doing well. So I think we can try a more difficult activity. But first, let's do 5 and 6. You choose whether to use so or because. Number 5, I want to stay healthy. I go to the gym every weekend. Anybody is watching on the replay right now as well. I know a lot of people watch on the replay. You can always put your answers in the comment section and I will check. I will give you homework as well to do. So please do that as well. And make sure you're subscribing as well if you haven't done so already, to all the people on the replay. XYZ has an answer for number 5. I want to stay healthy, so I go to the gym every weekend. YFS says I go to the gym every weekend because I want to stay healthy. And Supergirl, I want to stay healthy, so I go to the gym every weekend. Okay, perfect, perfect. I think everybody's got the hang of this. So you know what? We're not going to do number 6. If you want to do number 6, you can just leave it into the comment section. I think you can see it on the screen. I want to move to something a little bit more challenging for everyone. So for people who want to do number 6, you can see it on the screen. He's studying Spanish. He's going to Colombia this summer. If you want to try that, great. Leave your answer in the comment section. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to number 8. Now, we've got half of the sentence. We've got half of the sentence. We've got she went home. She went home. Now, if you want, you can put another sentence after or before. And please join it using so and because. Let's go to Joe's answer for number 5, I believe. Yes. Your answer is I go to the gym every weekend because I want to stay healthy. Perfect. Perfect. Good job, Joe. And Supergirl, you answered he's studying Spanish because he's going to Colombia this summer. Perfect. Perfect. So you did number 6, which is great. But now let's everybody look at number 8. She went home is only half of the sentence. Please make another half and join it using so or because. Now, remember, the second half of your sentence, so the second half, that can come after or it can come before. So your choice where to put the second half, your choice to use so or because. YFS has an answer. She went home because she was sleepy. XYZ has a different answer. She was very, and I see your correction, she was very tired, so she went home. Very good. Very good. So XYZ put something before, YFS put something after. And they used different words. They used different conjunctions. All right. Anybody else have an answer for number 8? She went home. If you don't have a one for 8, the next one we're going to do is number 9. We're not going to do number 10. We're only going to do up to number 9. Number 10, if people want to do that for homework, they can do that for homework. But number 9 is next. But we have a couple more answers here for number 8. Supergirl says she went home because her mom called her to come back. I get what you're saying. She went home because her mom called her and told her to come back. And told her to come back. You could even say she went home because her mom told her to come back, not called her. If you want to say called her and told her to come back. Jero, it was cold in the party, so she went home. Very good, very good. So here, we're not going to say in the party, but we're going to say at the party. At the party. Whenever we're looking at a location, any type of location or place, generally what we are going to do is we're going to be using at plus location or place. You're very welcome, Supergirl. You're very welcome, Supergirl. All right. What about number 9? He worked hard. He worked hard. XYZ said he worked hard because he wanted to buy his own house. Okay, very good, very good. The sentence is correct. The grammar is correct. But one thing I would change, XYZ, I wouldn't say buy his own house. We should say here he wanted to buy a house. He wanted to buy a house. We don't need to put a possessive here, own his own house or his house, because he doesn't have a house. So just say a house. Jero, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Supergirl, he needed to return his student loan, so he worked hard. Perfect, perfect, perfect. He needed to return. XYZ, you're very welcome. Another one here, Supergirl. Return is fine. That's completely fine. Great verb. If you wanted to do a different verb when we are talking about loan, we pay back the loan. That's another phrase that you could use. So you pay back a loan. All right. Well done. Well done. Okay. So remember number 10, if you want to do that for homework, please do that for homework. Jero, he worked hard because he has to pay a debt. Perfect. Perfect. He has to pay a debt. Excellent. YFS, he worked hard because he became a father. Excellent. Well done. Well done. All right. I like all the imagination that everyone has right now. Very, very well done. All right. Let's move to the last part of this lesson. This is called sort of the situational training. And in this training here, I'm going to give you a scenario. I'm going to give you a situation. Please read the situation and then make a sentence using so or because. Okay, make a sentence using so or because. Now, if possible, now if you want, you can use the words from the sentence, from the scenario. But if you want to challenge yourself, when you make your sentence, don't use these words. This is just your theme. This is the idea. You can use different words, different sentences. Try that if you want to challenge yourself. But if you want to use the same words, that's also okay. So number 1 says, Emily had a toothache and it was causing her a lot of pain. Now, if I want to make, I'll do number 1 for everyone. I'll do number 1. So one sentence I could say, Emily had a toothache, so she went to the dentist. Okay, that's 1. Now, if I want to make a more challenging sentence, something that uses more imagination, I could say Emily went to the dentist because her tooth was killing her. Now, I've used completely different words from the situation. Emily went to the dentist because her tooth was killing her. Killing her. This means that it was so painful. So painful. Okay. If I said, oh, my shoulder is killing me, That means my shoulder is so painful. My shoulder hurts so much. Teresa has an answer for the previous one. It was going to rain, so she went home. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Being very proactive. Very good. Okay, so you have the standard one where you can use the same words from the sentence, or if you want to challenge yourself, try using different words. Number 2. This is your turn now. How will you answer this? I went to the doctor and my checkup results were bad. I went to the doctor and my checkup results were bad. This is your situation. This is your situation. Please make a sentence using so or because. Teresa, perf one from before. He needed lots of money to buy a new car, so he worked hard. Perfect. Perfect job. Perfect. Well done, Teresa. Okay, so YFS here. My checkup results were bad, so I went to the doctor. Okay, so you're just using the same words. What we want to do, and just hold on here. Fusa, good evening. How are you? Hello. My checkup results were bad, so I went to the doctor. So basically, the doctor will give you your checkup results. Your doctor will give you your checkup results. So maybe we don't want to use the same words from this sentence. Maybe you can use half of the sentence, but maybe the second half should be an original idea. So I went to the doctor and my checkup results were bad. Now, I want you to think this is the situation. This is your scenario. Then you're going to make a sentence using this. Mungi, good evening, dude. How are you? I hope you're having a great night. So I went to the doctor. My checkup results are bad. That's your situation. That's the scenario. That happened to you. I'm sure the doctor will tell you to do something. So you can use that information and make a sentence using so or because. So YFS, all right, you got a different answer now. My checkup results were bad, so I went to a different doctor to get a second opinion. To get a second opinion. Perfect. That's much better, YFS. That's much better. My checkup results were bad, so I went to a different doctor to get a second opinion. Kaz, good evening. How are you? Great to see you. Anybody else have a different answer for number 2? And again, like in YFS's answer, part of the sentence she used some of the same words. Checkup results were bad. Then after that, she used her imagination and made a different sentence, an original sentence. All right, let's see. XYZ says, my checkup results were bad, so I called my friends to have some fun time. No time. We don't need to say time. To have some fun. Okay, so you just wanted to forget maybe about your bad checkup results. Okay, sure. All right. No time. We don't need to say time here. Let's see one sec. I think. Hold on while I scroll up here, for example. To bed early. That was number 10. All right, Jiro, what was your answer here? Jiro said, I went to the bathroom, so I have to take a bath. This is a little bit tough because they don't really match. They don't really match. In Canada and in America, I went to the bathroom. This means that I used the toilet. So I have to take a bath. Those two phrases don't really match. Maybe I exercised very hard, so I have to take a bath. I sweated a lot, so I have to take a bath. Supergirl says, my checkup results were bad, so I drank a little to chill. Drank. A-N-K. A-N-K. Not U-N-K. I drank a little to chill. All right, perfect. Perfect. Now for me, all right, I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to think, okay, I went to the doctor. Bad checkup results. What did the doctor say to me? What will he say? So maybe I would say, for this situation, my doctor told me to cut out oily food because my cholesterol was high. My doctor told me to cut out oily food because my cholesterol was high. All right, so I'm just using that as my guide. Number 2, I went to the doctor and my checkup results were bad. That's just my guide. That's the scenario. We can make very simple sentence. My checkup results were bad, so I need to take medicine. Teresa, I coughed a lot, so I went to the doctor. Perfect. 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 Very good. All right. What about this next one? Number 3. Again, this is just a scenario. This is what happened. Kevin's car ran out of gas on the way to the airport. Kevin's car ran out of gas on the way to the airport. What sentence can you make for this? Kevin's car ran out of gas on the way to the airport. Now, again, you can use these words and make a sentence. That's completely fine. Or you can try to use some different words if you want. All right, what are you guys' answers for number 3? Kevin's car ran out of gas on the way to the airport. That's not good. If you run out of gas on the way to the airport, most likely something will happen. And there we go. XYZ says Kevin missed his flight because his car ran out of gas. Perfect. 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 Kevin missed his flight. Anybody else have a different answer? There can be many answers. I'll put my answer up here as well. And it's going to be very similar to what XYZ said. XYZ is talking about a missed flight. And I'm going to use the same idea. But mine's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be, I missed my flight because Kevin is not responsible. I missed my flight because Kevin is not responsible. YFS, Kevin used a public bus to the airport because his car ran out of gas. Perfect. Yeah. He went with plan B. He got out of the car, caught a bus. Manji, Kevin needs to reach the airport because he ran fast, but his car ran out of gas. Okay. Right ideas here. Right ideas. So Kevin needs to reach the airport. So he drove fast. But his car ran out of gas. So, okay, one more time. So Kevin needed to reach the airport. So he drove fast. But his car ran out of gas. I'll put that in the comment section here. So Kevin needed to reach the airport. So he drove fast, but his car ran out of gas. So it's going to be that one there. Yeah, sometimes if you drive too fast, you use up more gasoline. All right, I like it. Everybody's got some really good ideas. So let's keep that going. Let's do number 4. But first, Jero's answer here. Kevin's ran so quickly, so he made an accident. Okay. So perfect idea here, Jero. And I'll put yours in the comment section as well. Not ran. So run out of, just for everyone to know, ran out of gas. If you run out of something, let's make a banner for this so it's a little bit easier for people to see. If you run out of something, it means you have no more. All right, so let's put that up there. If you run out of something, you have no more. It's a 0. So he ran out of gas. There's no more gasoline in his car. So if we go back to Jero, your sentence, Kevin ran so quickly, so he made an accident. What I could say here is Kevin drove so quickly. So he got into an accident. Or if you wanted to say, you could say had an accident also. That would also work. And I'll put that onto the screen there. Kevin drove so quickly, so he got into an accident. Or he had an accident. Supergirl. I like this one. Kevin got fired because he couldn't pick up his boss at the airport. All right. Perfect answer. Grammatically, it's fine. I would change your preposition, not at the airport. I think better is from the airport. A lot of times, you pick up something or someone from somewhere. Okay, so pick up, we often use from. All right. So let's keep this the good imagination going. Let's look here. David stayed up late playing video games. That's the situation. David is up playing his video games, up late. YFS. David couldn't finish his essay because he stayed up late playing video games instead. Very good using instead. I like it. Perfect answer, YFS. XYZ. David stayed up late playing video games, so he met his girlfriend though online. No, though. He met his girlfriend online. He met his girlfriend online. Yeah, again, there's so many different answers we can have for this, right? We can use David couldn't wake up in the morning because he stayed up late playing video games. All right, Jiro, perfect. Kevin drove so quickly, so he had an accident. An accident. Perfect. Good job, Jiro. Nice. Okay, through online. Yeah, we don't need to have the word through XYZ. Just online is fine. David's mom cut him because he stayed up late playing video games all the time. Okay, all right. I think I know what you're saying, Supergirl. I think I know what you're saying. Are you trying to say cut him? It means like you prohibit him from playing. You don't let him play anymore. So in that situation, if that's what you're trying to say, it's cut him off. Cut him off. If you only say cut him, it's cut, cut, cut. So the mom is cutting her son. So I think, yeah, cut him off. So David's mom cut him off. And then I would say cut him off from something. What is he being cut off from? David's mom cut him off of video games because he always stays up late playing them. So maybe I would do this sentence. David's mom cut him off of video games because he always stays up late playing them. Teresa, you have an answer here. This is the third time he has done this. This is the third time he has done this because he is always careless. I think you're probably talking about Kevin. And that's correct. Just don't forget the word this. This is the third time he has done this. All right, Munji, you got here. David is interested in video games, so he stayed most of the time in the playing. Okay. All right, we're almost there with that. I'm going to put this one on the screen for you, Manji. I understand what you're trying to say. So David is interested in video games. So he stays up most of the time playing them. David is interested in video games, so he stays up most of the time playing them. Perfect. So he really likes them. So most of the time he's going to be playing them. So plus your result. Very good effort, Manji. So just a few corrections, but almost perfect. Yeah, there's so many answers we can have. There's so many answers. Maybe my answer could be maybe David couldn't wake up in the morning because he was too tired. All right, there's many answers we can use, but I like it. I like everything. Let's look at number 5. Number 5. Let's do a couple more. And then we'll call it a night. And I will give the rest for homework. Let's do number 5 and number 6 together. And then we can do some other ones for homework. Let's say if Jero has an answer here. David has a watery eye because he stayed up late. Game video. Close. Very close. I'll put that on the screen as well for you, Jero. And this one here, make sure we are careful with our plurals. So David has watery eyes. Watery eyes. Because he stayed up late playing video games. Okay, very good. Yes, let's do number 5. Number 5 says, Maya forgot to charge her phone overnight. So that means Maya went to bed and maybe her phone didn't have much battery left and she forgot to charge it. She forgot to charge it. Teresa has an answer for number 4. He stayed up late playing video games, so the next day he was very late for school. Perfect, Teresa. Perfect answer, perfect grammar. Excellent. All right, what is this one? Maya forgot to charge her phone. Maya forgot to charge her phone. I've done that many times. It's very stressful. Jero, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Great sentences. Great sentences, by the way, Jero. Maya forgot to charge her phone. What will we answer for this? The situation is Maya, she forgot to charge her phone. We're going to make a sentence using so or because. All right, YFS, Maya is very stressed because her phone is almost dead. Perfect sentence. Yes, her phone is almost dead. That means she has very little battery charge left. So her battery is almost out of power. Perfect. Great sentence, YFS. Maya is very stressed because her phone is almost dead. While people are doing this, you know what we'll do is number 7 is very similar to number 4. Number 7 is very similar to number 4. So I'm thinking I might change number 7. Let's see some other answers. First, though, XYZ says Maya had to buy a portable charger because she forgot to charge her phone overnight. Good. Just don't forget a portable charger. Excellent. Good job, XYZ. And then look, you already changed it. A portable charger. Sorry, I missed your comment there. Good correction, XYZ. Good correction. Nice. So if anybody else wants to put a sentence for number 5, Maya forgot to charge her phone overnight, please do that. Number 6 will be our last one we do today. Number 7 will be homework, but I think I'm going to change number 7. So just hold on. I will change it in a bit here. I'm trying to think of a new situation for this. Mylin, hi Mylin, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. So number 5, Maya forgot to charge her phone overnight. So we got some good answers here. Maya is stressed because her phone is almost dead, and Maya had to buy a portable charger because she forgot to charge her phone overnight. Supergirl, Maya left her cell phone at home because her cell phone doesn't have any juice. Wow, that was a good one, Supergirl. Doesn't have any juice. Doesn't have any juice means doesn't have any power, doesn't have any battery. Wow, well done, Supergirl. Mylin, by the way, we are making sentences using so or because. So we're just reading the situation and we're thinking about the situation and making a sentence, an original sentence using so or because. And next, we will be doing number 6. Okay, so we will be doing number 6 next. It says, Jake pulled an all-nighter. Jake pulled an all-nighter. To pull an all-nighter, I'll explain that after we look at Manji's answer here. Maya used her phone overnight, so her phone had not charge. No charge. Not, but no charge. So Manji, almost perfect. Maya used her phone overnight, so her phone had no charge. Excellent. Good job. Good job. Supergirl, yeah, I wanted to use the word juice someday. Yeah, juice. And it's a great slang word. Juice means power. And we can use it for cell phones. We can use it for laptops. We can use it for tablets. But we can also use it for ourselves. You can say, oh, I've got no juice left. I've got no juice left. That means I have no power. Yes, Manji, very good. That's nice. Maya forgot to meet her boyfriend, or maybe it's his boyfriend, so he's mad. Okay, Maya forgot to meet his boyfriend, so he's mad. Perfect. Very good. I like it. I like the answer. Mylin has one for number 6. Jake has to take an important exam tomorrow, so he pulled an all-nighter. Nice. So an all-nighter, for anyone who's wondering, if you pull an all-nighter, that means you are going to stay up all night studying or doing a report or working. You don't sleep. You stay up all night doing something. And so here, he pulled an all-nighter means he was studying all night because he had a very important exam. Teresa for number 5. Today, she cannot call her mom back because her phone is nearly dead. Perfect. You completely use new words. Excellent. Well done. Well done. So Maya, she can't call her mom because her phone's nearly dead. Perfect. Excellent. All right. Any other answers for number 6? And you know what? I'm also, while you're thinking of number 6, I am going to cross out number 7 here. Number 7, this is not what we're going to be doing. I'm going to give you a different scenario. Let's change the color to black so everybody doesn't get confused. So number 7, so tickets go on sale tomorrow for Taylor Swift's concert. I'll put that there. Whoever's concert, it can be whichever concert, whichever musician band that you like, you can change that. I only put her in here because it seems like she's in the news almost every day. All right, Supergirl has an answer for number 6. Jake pulled an all-nighter to finish his report because he misunderstood his due date. Perfect. Well done. Well done, Supergirl. Mylin, Jake pulled an all-nighter to take care of his friend in the hospital, or in hospital is also okay, all night, so he almost doesn't get a wink of sleep. He almost didn't get. He almost didn't get because he pulled the all-nighter. It's finished. So he almost didn't get a wink of sleep. Also, Jake pulled an all-nighter to take care of his friend in the hospital. All night we don't need because we already said all-nighter. And YFS, Jake pulled an all-nighter because his bar exam is the day after tomorrow. Make sure you have the word the in that sentence, YFS. Okay. Any other answers for number 4 or for number 5 or number 6? You can leave it in the comment section. Number 7 is for homework. So anybody who's watching this on the replay, number 7 is also for you because you won't see any of the answers on the screen or in the chat box. To do this, please leave your answers after the live is finished and put it into the comment section, and I'll check it during the replay and I will check all of your answers. And YFS, you're very welcome. Teresa, he pulled an all-nighter, so he finally passed his exam. Perfect. 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 Excellent. So many different answers. Again, this is just the scenario. It all depends on how you feel, what's happening to Jake. I've pulled an all-nighter many times where, I'm studying for an exam, and sometimes it's great where you pass the test. Sometimes this happens. I might say Jake felt nauseous because he drank too much coffee. Most likely if you are pulling an all-nighter, you're drinking a lot of coffee. So he drank too much. So he feels nauseous. That means he feels like he's going to throw up. All right, Manji, I love it. Jake is a secret agent. So he pulled an all-nighter. Yes. Yes, Jake is working for the CIA or MI6 or NSA or one of those alphabet agencies. So he pulled an all-nighter. Yes, maybe he was on a stakeout. I like it, Manji. Perfect. And Manji, if I am not pronouncing your name correctly, I'm sorry. You can tell me what the correct pronunciation is in the comment section. Jake pulled an all-nighter because he was hungry. Okay, so maybe he's eating all night. Okay, usually pull an all-nighter is going to be you're going to be studying or doing some work or something like that. XYZ, Jake pulled an all-nighter, so he's exhausted for next couple of days. So he was exhausted for the next couple of days, or he will be exhausted for the next couple of days. So we have to either use was exhausted or will be exhausted. All right. So Paramesh. Okay. Thank you. All right. You got some really good answers for Jake. Many fun answers. I like that. So number 7, XYZ. Yeah, that is tough. We always have to remember the in these sentences, but you'll get it. The more you practice writing, the more you practice speaking, you will get it. Now, number 7, sorry, it looks so messy, but I changed the homework because number 7 originally was going to be I stayed up late playing video games, but I think number 4 is very similar to number 7. So I changed that. And number 7 now is going to be tickets go on sale tomorrow for Taylor Swift's concert or whoever you like. Maybe it's going to be for Bruno Mars' concert, for Ed Sheeran's concert, for Metallica's concert, whatever musician you want to choose, you can add that there. So number 7 is your homework. And this is, again, for all the people watching on replay as well. You can leave your answers in the comment section, and I will check. But right at this point, if anybody has any questions, if you have any questions about English, about so or because, or about some other English point or some phrase or vocabulary or grammar, please leave your question in the comment section and I can go over it with you right now. If you don't have any questions, that's fine. If you think of a question later, you can always ask me at any time in the comment section. I always check my comments and I always reply. Sometimes it might take me a day or two, but I always will reply. All right, so if anybody has any questions, let me know. Wife says, I couldn't get Taylor Swift's concert tickets. They sold out right away. How come people get tickets? Yeah, Taylor Swift is coming here to Tokyo in February. And I think they went on sale. I don't know when they went on sale, a couple of months ago. But yeah, I think within minutes they were sold out. I have no idea, YFS. I don't know how people get the tickets. I have no idea. Yeah, I think I need to know people. I think you also, at least in Japan, you have to be part of maybe the fan club, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know how people get the tickets. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there are any questions. So if there are no questions, that's good. That means everybody understands everything. Yeah, it's sold out right away. I need to know the trick. Me too, YFS. If you figure out the trick, you let me know as well, okay? Because I've heard so many good things about her concert. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan. I like her music, but I'm not a big fan. But I've heard people who are not fans of her go to the concert and it changes their opinion of her in a positive way. They say it's a very amazing experience. But yeah, if you find out the trick YFS, let me know. Okay. It doesn't seem like there are any more questions or comments right now. Again, you can always ask below if you do think of something later. I will be doing another live on Saturday morning, though. It's quite early in the morning. I know some of you, it might not work because of the time difference, but you can always watch on the replay as well. But yeah, I will be doing one on Saturday and Sunday as well. Sundays will be a little bit shorter because I need to plan for a Christmas dinner and cook. But yeah, so Saturday and Sunday, so check that out as well because I will be doing live lessons there as well. And I've just got some new videos I'll be putting out that I made that I've just finished editing as well. So check out those as well. And to all the new people who joined today, it was great to meet you. And to people I've met a few times, always amazing to see you. I'm always happy when you guys join and I get to talk with you. So I hope you guys have a great, for me, it's Friday. I hope you have a great Friday night. Christmas has just come around the corner. Christmas is on Monday. If I don't get to see you or talk with you, everybody, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. I hope you have a great day and I hope Santa brings you lots of presents. All right. That's all for me. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching and joining. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you want a copy of this lesson, let me know as well. Just you can find my email on my About page on YouTube, and you can just send me an email. And I'll get this lesson to you. XYZ, thank you very much as well. Thank you for always joining XYZ. It's always good to have you in class. Okay, guys, my coffee has finished, so I need to get a new one. It was great to see everybody, and I'll see you guys all in the next lesson. See ya.